Hello everybody, my name is Cool Blue, and I am bringing you guys the 26th, if I'm not mistaken, 26th interview in the CasNet interview. So this is going to be a CasNet interview series. If you guys don't know what that is, relax, it's okay. We're going to teach you guys with talking. And with this interview, I have the one and only Bkop Dota. Is that right, Bkop Dota?
Well,
Bkop.
there's a lot of names. Bkop, there's Gaming for Gelt. That's a niche thing for Twitch. There's a lot of names. Pick one. Pick half of one.
Okay.
All of them.
Bkop Guilt Dota.
Fine.
All right, we're going with it. We're going with it. All right, so I'm bringing you guys Bkop, and I don't think I sent you the questions yet, did I?
No, you didn't.
Shoot.
Started the music. You didn't send me the questions.
Yeah, starting the music, didn't send you questions. Man, Cool Blue's slacking. Cool Blue's slacking.
That should be on automatic. Like if music plays anytime on your computer, I should be getting questions.
So while we're waiting for me to find the question so I can send you, so you can have some heads up. Like I said, we're going to change it a lot, but could I have you go ahead and introduce yourselves to all the wonderful people out there?
It depends how much you really want to know. I mean, I don't get too no. Just now I gotta pick a name for myself. There's so many on the board. I'll go with Bkop. Yeah, I'm Bkop, and been casting since July of 2015. That was last year. Yeah, 2015. And sometimes I put videos on YouTube, and I also play way too much Dota and a lot of other games. I don't know if there's more. I'm from New York. I got that. 23. And I don't know. What else should I add? I got nothing.
No, I think that's about it. I think we can go ahead and start because I just found the questions. So like situation just got real.
Okay,
so
an outline's really gonna help me.
Yes, an outline's gonna help you a lot because we are not gonna follow it, but it's gonna help me guide myself to make sure we go to the next few questions. So could you go ahead and let us know what you do in real life? What you do in work and school, all those fancy things. You don't have to get too personal, but just a general idea of what you do.
Well, right now I have an associate's. I'm currently not enrolled in classes this semester. It's the first semester I'm not enrolled in classes, but I do have a job. I am a law clerk for the time being. It's good pay, it's fun, it's nice. And I'm looking at a couple fields of schooling. I was actually, yesterday I couldn't cast because I was at an open house for a culinary degree, seeing if I want to go that way. And then I've got a couple applications in with some flight companies, maybe be a flight attendant, gives me some more time off to do casting.
Nice.
Or I was also thinking about being a teacher, a little Nahaz action, become a teacher, and then know those analytics and those stats like Nahaz does. Except, like at 1/10 the ability. 1/100th the ability.
Yeah, so self-deprecating statements aside, it still sounds pretty awesome. I mean, like if you can actually get into the mathematics, because like a lot of people don't talk about charts, and we're gonna get into this a little bit more later when we talk about more things later on in the interview. But I just want to mention that a lot of people don't explain how charts work, and it's really interesting to actually know how charts work and slopes and stuff. You can figure that out, you could tell that, and it was relevant. You're a boss, you're a baller. Anyway. So best of luck to you. And also, you said you're a flight attendant. Are you trying to be a flight attendant? So. Is that what you are now, or is that what you're trying to do?
No, it's not what I am now. I put in a couple applications in with a couple different companies. Still waiting to hear back. And then I'll go through training if they pick me. And then do that. And then hopefully get some time to do some casting, maybe some comedy on the side. And yeah, I guess that's it. I'm in a couple tricks of the trade.
Nice, dude.
Except not really.
Sounds pretty. No, dude, sounds pretty awesome. Like I actually have. For some reason, everyone wants to be a flight attendant. I didn't know you could be a flight attendant so easy. But I know 3 people who are flight attendants, which is
it's definitely hard. My brother's a flight attendant. He said getting the just the application process, because they only pick like 1,000 out of like 100,000 applications. That's really the hardest part, is getting in, and then it's all up to you to beat the training.
Yep. Alright, so like I said, best of luck to you in that one, and let's go ahead and start moving on to the other questions that we have here. So we want to find out a little bit more about you, and we want to know just in general how you got into this whole thing called gaming. So could you let us know, how did you get into video games?
Well, I've got 2 brothers. One of them is 3 years older than me. That makes him 26, and my other brother is 11 years older than me. That makes him 34. That means we had an SNES in the house, we had an N64 in the house, and that's pretty much the roots of where I got my gaming. we played Perfect Dark, GoldenEye, Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time,
Mm-hmm.
Vegas Stakes on the Super Nintendo, Secret of Mana on the Super Nintendo,
Nice.
NBA Jam. Like, we were playing the classics, and we still play the classics on the Super Nintendo. It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
But those were the roots of gaming, which eventually formed into playing SOCOM on a PlayStation, playing Gears of War on an Xbox, and starting to get to those next gens, and then finally got a laptop for college, and that's kind of where my big PC gaming came in. Was that once I got a laptop for college,
Mm-hmm.
and then now I'm playing Fallout with ultra graphics and playing Dota with Source 2 graphics, whatever you want to call them.
Graphics.
And then I try to play Rainbow Six Siege, and I don't get many kills, and I die all the time.
So you play support, which segue, side note, I didn't actually know the supports in other games until like I actually sat down and watched some more commentaries, because I just like watching commentaries in general of video games. It's like esports in general. I don't like esports of actual sports. That's boring. Like esports soccer, that's boring. But yeah, I actually sat down and watched some Counter-Strike stuff, and I was like, oh, they actually have supports where like you get like a lot of smokes and you get a lot of flashbangs as opposed to getting the bigger items. So
Yeah, getting the AWP, getting the higher end items. You're getting like
Mhm.
it's usually from what I kind of know from CS:GO competitive, which is only because I used to gamble on that too. Oh God. You've got your one guy who usually gets enough money to get himself an AWP.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else kind of grabs an AK or something, or a nice fast rifle, and then you've got guys who do stack up on those smokes, stack up on those flashbangs, and will take specific positions. That's the basis I know of it. That's probably horribly wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but that's what I kind of took from it, from watching a game and going, "Don't lose my $30." Complexity.
And speaking of, actually, we need to take a step back because we're moving a little too fast. So we actually skipped a question. I just want everybody to know out there, how in the world did you get your caster name, or did you get the name Bkop? Because I still want to call it Kbop, by the way, but Bkop sounds so much cooler than Kbop. I was going to go ahead and say that officially, but how'd you get that name?
Bkop, that's name from camp. It's pretty simple. B Benjamin Cop. First three letters of my last name, so it just Bkop came off of that. And they call my brother A Cop, so it's kind of his first name's Alex, last name same. So it kind of stuck. Made it my gamer tag on Xbox over 10 years ago, and the rest is just I continue to keep that name because nobody else has it, I guess.
Yeah, and the official pronunciation is Bkop, not K-pop or K-bop or Bopco.
Nothing like that, but I've heard them all. I've actually heard every single one of those. But it's always like cop. Like, you just got to think like that guy's a cop, B cop, and that's it. Like if you're from Boston, you're gonna say he's Bkop, Yeah.
Or if you want to be awesome, you can update it and maybe make it BA cop, so badass cop, maybe.
Well, I'm actually on the B squad for the cops. They don't send me out to the real stuff.
So you do all the paperwork?
Yes. That's exactly what I do.
Hey, paperwork's got to get done. People don't understand that. Anyway, all that aside, going back into the questions we have here. So, like I said, we already talked about you getting into you getting into video games and stuff, and we also spoke a little bit on you watching just some commentaries of CS:GO. You also said you play some Siege, so Rainbow Six Siege.
Yeah.
So what is it that brought you into casting? Because playing a game is one thing, but getting into actually talking about the game and just elaborating on the game for people, that's a completely different thing. So what was it that got you into casting?
It was actually the gambling on it, and that's like such a horrible thing to say. It's like, oh yeah, I was putting money on this game, but it was getting me to watch a lot more competitive Dota, and you start to watch a lot of competitive Dota, and you start to get the knowledge from competitive Dota, things you never hear or like never see in a pub game. You're seeing in competitive Dota, and you see like techniques. Like I used to just throw an AA Ice Blast, and like that was it. But then one time I watched Dendy play Ancient Apparition, and I'm not a big fan of Dendy, but he pulled this crazy move, threw his Ice Blast, TP to the tower he was going to. It still gets the range boost and gets thrown from first, tier 1 tower and hits. And like he lined up the TP and the ult to land on them when the TP came through, and it was just a great play, something like that where I never know. And like then I tried to I watch a lot of competitive Dota, and then I want to, I used to do a bunch of YouTube videos, and I kind of had a feel for being around a computer, kind of speaking my voice a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And more casting to me is kind of also a learning experience.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're learning at casting, but you're also learning different methods to play a game.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if you pick up a bunch of methods to play one hero, you always have something you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas some people who might be a lower ranking will be like, oh, this is the guide for 6.86 Ancient Apparition.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, it's 30 minutes, I don't have a Yules. What do I do? But like, you watch these amateur league games, you watch these professional league games,
Mm-hmm.
and you see them. They do different item builds. You see how they react if they don't have the gold and everything. And that was kind of like cool.
Mm-hmm.
And getting into that casting to see as many games as possible and grab that information was kind of what drew me in.
Okay. And quick question, just to like try to tie it together, because I mean, you might have said this, but I might have missed it. So you said gambling is what got you into casting, because gambling forced you to kind of pay attention a lot to the scene.
Yeah.
And as a result of that, you started getting more and more interested in like the actual things that happened. So when you do your commentaries, is that what brings you more joy out of it? It's just try to make sure you fill in the gaps between like the team fights, what's happening here, what's happening there, and let people know that like this is the meta, this is that, and like just bring that knowledge. Like is that the main thing that you're saying here, or is it more of a you just became more interested in it, you just wanted to be more involved with it?
I kind of wanted to I was interested in it and kind of want to be more involved in it, and may eventually get to the point where I can fill in those gaps well enough.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, only been casting since July. It's not as many games as, July to February seems like a lot of time, but,
Mm-hmm.
I started in July. I was doing 2 games a week.
Mm-hmm.
Those were on Saturdays. It was a small league. It was Tour Captain Draft League Season 1. They just got finished with Season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And those were only a couple games a week. And, I'm still, I would say, under 100 games casted. So, like, I'm still learning. And I think hopefully that is what I can do, is give that information. But I think I'm still in a learning phase of everything, learning how to cast and learning everything about the game so I can pass that information to someone who might be watching.
Okay. All right. Sorry about that. I had to mute myself for a second. But yeah. Okay. So good. All right. So we got a good understanding of that one. All right. So moving on to the next few questions. Questions 5 through 7, or 5 through 6 apparently. Questions 5 through 6. We're pretty much gonna skip over. We're not gonna do those ones. We are gonna make up our own questions here. And given that you said that you started casting back in July, which for everybody out there doesn't know, it's actually February 10th on that day. So that's about what 6-7 months ago. So you started casting not too terribly long ago. And I just want to ask from your perspective, how's everything been going for you so far?
I think it's getting better. It's definitely been a slow grow, but it's not always bad to be slow. A lot of people, I think, expect to, come into this and be doing, the summit and hopefully doing, Shanghai Major.
Right.
But like, I'm just trying to do enough games to get knowledge to maybe do a bigger JDL tournament right now, something like the Canadian Cup or something.
Mm-hmm.
But I only started casting for Join Dota last season, and that started. What did that start? September.
I don't know, but yeah,
it was
sounds
something
about right.
like September. And coming into Join Dota, I'd only done like maybe 20 games, so it's still like from the first game I ever casted, I think it's definitely gone up. There are definitely days where I'm just totally bleh, and that happens.
Yeah.
But I don't know if anybody's gonna watch this and had seen last night. It won't be getting posted to YouTube. It should. It should be called exactly what not to cast.
Well, okay. Just give context for everybody. So I actually contacted Bkop just to speak a little bit on this commentary, just maybe provide some pointers. And one of the things that he said was that last night wasn't the best of days, and that was the first time I actually got to sit down and watch him cast. Even though I saw you cast a few other games, but I was casting at the same time. But all is said and done. I would like to just go ahead and officially state that in general, if you want to start casting, I highly recommend you just cast. And if you do think it's a bad post it anyway. So for you, I will say post it anyway. You'll probably get like 1,000 downvotes on YouTube. But if you get 1,000 downvotes on YouTube, that means 1,000 people actually watched your video. So
guy doesn't even know what tangos do.
What does tangos do? Tangos like heal your mana pool, right?
Yeah, exactly.
No.
Tango, Mango, Fairy
Tango.
Fire.
I know, right? They can. Okay, anyway, all right. We can talk about technicalities within Dota for a while, but okay. So basically, from your perspective, it's just like you kind of you're still growing. Of course, you're still growing. You haven't really made it to like the super huge tournaments, but just from your perspective, once again, like I said, I'm asking this because you're relatively new. If anybody doesn't know, I've been casting for a while, so that's all you need to know. But you're relatively new to the scene. So far, has everything been going the way that you expected to go, or has it been a little bit more of a struggle, or a little bit more of a cakewalk?
Oh, it's definitely been a little bit more of a struggle. Making time is a huge thing. Like, if you're gonna think about casting, you need to realize that it's a lot of time, and it's it was casting joined Dota. It's Asia League, Europe League, and American League, and I can only cast American League games. It really depends where you are. You benefit from being right on that European line, that day line. But it's not what I expected. JDL wasn't what I expected. I didn't think it would be this overwhelming. There's a lot of games to cast and too little time for myself to cast all these games. I want to cast every game every day. But I have work and I have this, and it's like I don't know. I thought it would be a little bit easier. But it's cool. I'm fine with being wrong about it. I want to take it head on and hopefully find some time to push through and cast better and cast more games and learn, like I said before.
Correct. And just in the time investment alone, like I said, I'm still asking these questions from the perspective of, hey, you're a new guy in the scene, so I'm really interested in like what your take is on it, and I just want to get the message out there just in general. If anyone doesn't know, you should know this by now if you're watching the other interviews, but I have a strong bias towards the community having a way to become better. So from your perspective, as far as feedback that you may have received, do you think some of the feedback you've received has been overall positive for your health or overall negative for your health, as far as like encouraging you to do more, assuming you've gotten feedback?
If you're going to get into casting, I think one thing you need to know is all feedback can be turned into positive feedback. If you're gonna be casting, you're putting yourself in front of a viewer's eyes, who one of those viewers will be connected to Reddit, and you'll get your casting ripped apart. But that's not a bad thing. You learn from people maybe ripping you apart, or maybe even complimenting you. It's like, oh, I loved how he did this, or I hated how he did this, but honestly, I think all criticism's good. I think you got to really learn to roll with the punches and use all criticism, good or bad, to your advantage. It's you're getting criticized by people who are either doing it or watching you, and are the people you want to not impress but entertain. So you want to do the best thing you can, entertaining these people, keeping them interested in a game you love enough to want to cast. And so if you want to make that experience great, you take all criticism with a grain of salt and you push through it and use it all to your advantage.
Nice. Okay. I love the perspective. All right. And like I said, I have my own bias. If you guys have ever watched any of the other interviews, my bias is always, we can do better with criticism. But taking the perspective you just provided, that's actually a fantastic point to go ahead and make. That yes, if you are in the business of trying to entertain people, then you do have to listen to the people you're entertaining, and adjusting to that. It's extremely important. And I'm assuming you're making the proper adjustments?
I would hope to be making the proper adjustments. It's definitely... Adjustments don't have to be fast. I think I'm going to be working towards making adjustments over time. But I think hopefully I'll work towards getting these adjustments and everything I need towards becoming a better caster. So I guess the answer is yes. Yeah.
Okay, and the real question I need to ask here, like the most important question I need to ask you is, are you going to give Dire Tired?
I was thinking about that. Maybe Frostivus. I think we're just going to bring out the Gambler.
Just bring out the Gambler? Okay,
I think we're just bringing out the Gambler. I'm going to have an event and a comic wrapped around him and a major. And,
But do you have a compendium?
A battle pass right now? Yeah, of course I have a compendium.
Okay. All right, we're doing this. All right, so moving back on to more serious things instead of the usual shenanigans. Let's go and move on to some of the questions here. On the listing, we have up next. Let's go ahead and ask about the esports. How do you feel about esports in general? Just get it out there.
I think it's crazy how big it is and yet how misunderstood it is.
Mm-hmm.
I've never seen someone be like, oh my god, this is the Masters of golf. Nobody plays golf. It's like so ridiculous. It's like the Masters is worth $10 million. Who plays that stupid sport? And then it's like, the prize pool was bigger than the Masters for Dota. Pff, computers. And it's just like, how is this? Like, I don't know what it is. I guess our generation hasn't phased into the 50-year-olds or 30-year-olds and over.
Yeah.
But it's so ridiculous that something with so much money into it has such little audience outside of its base demographic.
Right.
Like, I'm not a fan of golf, but I still know what the Masters is. I still know how much it's worth, and I still know, the top players of golf. But, you ask a random person, who's the best carry in Dota, or who's the best team in Dota right now, they wouldn't even know. They'd be like, the Mets, like...
And to be honest with you, and when they do know, they always say Navi. It's just the default answer. It's like a household name. Like, oh man. So salty over here. Salty over here.
Such an anti-Navi fanboy. It's
What?
horrible. I always bet against Navi. I
What?
always root against Navi. I root against all-star games that have Navi players in it.
Well, I mean, but to be fair, there was a logical reason for this, and you actually explained it to me. So could you go ahead and explain to the general world out there, so they won't flame you for no reason, as
What,
to
for not
why
liking Navi?
as to why you always vote against Navi. Go ahead.
They lose me my money. I mean, you lose me my money to some no-name team, and the returns are, you should be giving me 0.04 returns, and I throw X amount of dollars for 0.04 returns. Hey, Navi, get your head out of your ass. Come on. You should win.
Oh man.
I just lost 3 Arcanas. I ain't rooting for Dendy anymore.
Oh, it's so hilarious. Oh man. All right, so I'm really glad you said that, because gambling is another thing that's involved with Dota. It kind of makes it more like a sports type thing, and this is a slightly serious question, slightly just for fun question. The gambling scene in Dota hasn't really been as pushed as it was way back in the past, back when it first started becoming a thing. So you basically rarely hear about somebody saying, hey, put in your liquid bets, or hey, put in your join Dota bets, or put in your cookies. So you rarely hear that now. So is the gambling scene dying as a whole, or is it just not as pushed out there as it used to be?
I mean, if you look at VP Game, the gambling is still there. It's definitely not there as much as it used to be. You have these items that are untradeable, ungiftable, unanythingable, except for wearable, and you can't gamble with those. So, like, it kind of cuts the items you can gamble with in half. And it's kind of calmed down a little bit. I know there's a bunch of websites that accept cash. Thankfully for myself, I live in a state that I cannot gamble with real cash, because I would be broke all the time. Because I continue to trust Hyperglory Team to beat Spirits Gaming, and it's never going to happen, because Hyperglory Team doesn't even play anymore. But,
Correct.
like, I think the way it was with the no restrictions, the no 3 months, like, that's when gambling was huge. And I still think gambling can be big in esports. It'll just become like Vegas and other sports. It's real money, not items. And I thought the whole betting items was way cooler. That's how I got my first Arcana. That's how I lost that same Arcana. That's how I got, 8 Arcanas in a day and lost those same 8 Arcanas in the same day. Like, I don't know. It's just like you also see items that you've never seen before that you're like, how did I ever get this? And it comes with like the most ridiculous tags. Like, I've never played Pudge before, but I can tell you I have a Pudge item that has 10,000 kills on it.
Wow. Why? What? 10,000?
Yeah, because it came from me in a gamble.
Okay, so somebody's pretty mad about that one then. Jeez.
Yeah. I mean, I love also casting games from a bettor's perspective, because you have first blood bets, you have first to 10 kill bets, game 1, game 2, series, and it's all based on rankings, how aggressive teams are, and I think that's a cool thing to look at it from. What a gambler would look at it from. That kind of makes you want to know more about a team. If you're looking to bet, like I was, at first 10 kill bets, now all of a sudden you're learning the aggression of HGT, who used to be really aggressive, CDEC, who's really aggressive, or teams that are more laid back, like EG sometimes is aggressive, but they're not a good bet because they're not always aggressive.
Right.
And, you know, you start to learn tendencies of teams that you would never pick up on, ever.
Ah, awesome, dude. And like just to kind of bounce off that one a little bit more. So with the whole idea of like, you know, the whole betting thing, we have the whole fantasy point thing, which I mean, I never pay attention. I don't care. I legitimately don't care. But I'm interested in what it's doing and how it's working. So you seem to have a lot of thought put into this, or a lot of investment in this overall. So with the fantasy points, how has that changed like the betting scene in general? Like is it actually used, or is it never really used, or is it impacted at all?
Fantasy points are irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of Dota betting at the same time, it's, you know, aggression and skill and all that. It's also streaks.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'll see beat down Alliance, who's now what, number 2 in the world right now, get beat down for a year and continue to think to yourself, how? How? And they're losing to teams that you've never heard of, and it's just like, the fantasy points mean nothing. Like, it's that game and that game alone. And I think, yeah, teams kind of stick to their own meta inside, you know, the patch meta, but I don't think those fantasy points really matter.
Okay. All right, it's just a curiosity I have, because I always accidentally go to the tab when I'm casting. I'm like, oh, fantasy points. Well, apparently Earth Spirit has 7,000 points. Typical.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on to the next few questions, we're gonna go ahead and pause everything for a second, and we're gonna do the speed question round. So, do you know how the quick response section works?
No.
Okay, good. All right, I just gotta make sure. You're prepared, because this is a very complicated explanation I have to give you. Okay. So the quick response section is a section where actually you questions quickly and you respond.
Can you repeat the concept? I'm not grasping.
So the quick response section is a section where I see. Oh darn! I forgot. Oh dang! I forgot. See, we weren't quick enough. We weren't quick enough to respond.
Do I get 10 minutes per question? Is this what you're telling me?
I think. Hold on. Let me look up the rules. It says respond quickly. All right. So just respond quickly. That's the rules.
All right, I can do that.
All right. You ready?
Sure. No.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, you responded quickly. You're already there. All right. Favorite hero.
Ancient Apparition.
All right. Favorite courier.
The Snail.
Oh, or fist bump, high five, internet high five. Heck yeah, best courier in the world. Even though I still use my Smeevil, because I have like 200 wins on that. So anyway.
Gosh.
I know, I played a lot of Dota. Favorite team.
Just because they won me in Arcana. It's actually Hyperglory team, but right now I got to root for EG because, you know, USA. You know, I have to, even though they're not even really that much USA.
Favorite caster.
I like what they're doing with Purge and everybody right now. I do enjoy OG casting when they come in with Moomiander and Big Daddy. But casting specifically, I gotta go with OD Pixel. He's great.
Oh, nice. All right, and favorite event besides TI? Yeah, just besides TI. Specifically, anything but TI.
Anything but TI. I would say MLG Columbus was the first tournament I got interested in, but a tournament that repeats itself, actually. I like the Summit. It's goofy, it's fun, but at the same time, it's still worth a lot. It's still a minor tournament.
Yeah, agreed. Favorite book?
Favorite book? Freakonomics.
Favorite color?
Red.
Favorite number?
12.
Favorite?
Favoriting on YouTube. I don't know.
Favorite, unfavorite.
Unfriending someone on Facebook. I don't know.
Okay, we're done. I can't think of anything else. All right. So you did well. Our test results show that you passed. So good job. I bet you didn't know it was a test, did you?
No.
Yeah. If you fail, we just cut the stream now. It's like... actually, no. Favorite movie. Sorry, I forgot that one. Favorite movie.
Favorite movie, Spaceballs.
And favorite TV show.
Adventure Time.
Oh, really? Oh, see, I feel like if I was as interested in cartoons as I was back in my heydays, Adventure Time might be up there. But yeah,
I give it a regular show though.
Yeah, the regular show. I watch it all day. Heck yeah, I will rewatch the same season all day long. Yeah.
It's hard to really defend myself at 23 to be like, yeah, you know, Adventure Time regular show.
Oh, dude,
We Bear Bears. Why am I watching all these shows?
I don't even know what that show is. I don't know what that show is, but I'm angry that you said it. Am I old now? No.
Steven Universe. I mean, I've got, of course, you know, other shows back in the day. I used to love, like, Dragon Ball Z was everything. Cowboy Bebop, all those shows that were up on Toonami back when Toonami was 9 o'clock on a Saturday. Like,
back when Toonami used to show music videos instead of playing reality shows.
That's how I got into Daft Punk and Gorillaz. Was in 2000 they showed Daft Punk and Gorillaz. They showed the Discovery. Some of the Discovery album of Daft Punk, and then they showed 2000 and Clint Eastwood of Gorillaz, and that's where I love them from.
Didn't they show the whole thing? They showed the whole thing, didn't they?
I think they did.
Of Daft Punk, sorry, because I remember somebody showed me it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I remember seeing this. It's like, yeah, it came with Toonami. I was like, holy crap,
Yeah,
childhood.
Because the Discovery album music videos are all a movie.
Yeah. All right, that was awesome. All right, so anyway, back to the questions, because this interview is about serious things, about serious questions, and we're going to move into our next question, which is, what aspects of, we're going to talk about that. Sorry, what do you like about casting so far? So what's like your favorite thing about casting, and just go ahead and elaborate. We'll just let you go for it.
Favorite thing about casting is, like, out of nowhere excitement.
Mm-hmm.
I think I love Blink Dagger just because it gives that kind of feeling where you're like, okay, a team's coming in right now, and then Blink Dagger Echo Slam, oh my god, and you're just like, like you freak.
Mm-hmm.
Like me and my friends, they hung out at my house. We watched the International.
Mm-hmm.
It was ladies, great day. But you know, we watched that Echo Slam into that AA ulti into that whole thing, and like it's the equivalent to like a walk-off home run in baseball. Like I've seen a couple of those for the Mets. Let's go Mets, by the way. But you know, an Echo Slam, AA ulti. You know, he's got that. He's got what's his circle cold down, which gets overlooked all the time. What's his W?
What are we talking
Ancient
about?
Apparition.
Chilling touch.
No, Chilling Touch is the
Ice Vortex.
Is Ice Vortex the one that's just the circle, gives you vision?
It gives you vision, amplifies damage.
Yeah, and it amplifies damage, and that gets overlooked because he placed that and then threw his AA ult into that Echo Slam. So they're all standing to that during that Echo Slam. I don't even know if that gets looked at all, that's on the ground there. But that moment was like huge. Me and my friends all went nuts. Like that's like what I love about casting is moments like that that are just crazy that come from like a Blink Dagger or like a Roshan fight that is just like all or nothing. And I guess that's my favorite part of casting is like that excitement that can happen at any moment. Even in the first blood, like all of a sudden a team smokes, gets behind you, and everybody's in trouble. It's like just the excitement factor in casting is really my favorite part about it, and just being able to witness that firsthand.
Okay, that's good. All right, so I assume you want to try to put yourself in the shoes to be the one bringing that or telling that story to the viewers and getting them hype about it.
I mean, if OD Pixel wants to quit his job, I'll always replace him.
Whoa, sir, we need to calm down. Shots fired.
You want to co-cast with me, OD Pixel? I'll be the one who's good. No, I'm just kidding. I'd be the one who's bad.
All right, favorite caster, OD Pixel. Hey, OD Pixel, I will replace you. Wow, this guy.
You're the one I will replace. This is WWF style. I'm calling you out.
Out of nowhere, Bkop Cena. Okay, that doesn't work.
Play my entrance music. I'm walking.
No, okay. All right. Moving away from the memes, going back into the next question. So what do you not like about casting? Like as a caster, what is the thing that you so far do not like?
I don't know if it's just me, and it definitely could be because I, have a lot of anxiety when I cast. Is the pressure to be perfect? Otherwise, you're gonna get memed. You're getting memed. You miss first blood, cameras are posted all in Twitch chat. Like you miss something, and all of a sudden you won't hear the end of it. You will be ripped apart on Reddit for missing something, on this. Hopefully I'm not. Thank God I'm not big enough to be posted on Reddit for missing first blood, because that would be shit posts by how often it gets posted. Because I miss first blood all the time. But I mean, it's just this fear of being perfect. Like that's why I mean, I take the criticism, all the criticism for what it is, but I just always want what I put out to be perfect. And I am always scared that I'm gonna mess that up.
Okay. All right, and just to elaborate that on a little bit. So with that pressure, with the pressure to be perfect, like is that something you see as like a general, a general, I guess, bias from the viewers, like just to expect that what they're getting broadcasted by, or who there's broadcasting. I can't even say my words. Who's broadcasting the thing to them to be perfect? Like, just if they aren't perfect, then they're suboptimal, and then therefore here comes this post, 7,000 upvotes, and you as the target are like completely trash for it.
Yeah.
Is that like the root core of your fear, and like is that something that you see across the board, or is that just like in rare instances?
I mean, I wouldn't be scared of getting posted on Reddit, honestly. I'd just be like, oh yeah, well, you're right. And then like totally play with it and just have them be like, oh, he's kind of cool. He's taking this anger. Blah, blah, blah. But like, I don't know. I don't see the fear isn't from being posted on from Reddit or anything. The fear is just what I want to put out and not living up to what I want to do. Because if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it as well as I can. And I don't want to half-ass it. And half-assing something, to me, is what puts on that pressure.
Okay. All right, good. Okay, so we'll go ahead and move on. Well, not good, but yeah, just good luck.
It's good.
Good luck.
No, now you're coming at me. Good, you missed those first bloods. I'll just pass you in the rankings of caster. No, I see how it is. I see it wrong.
Well, fine. Missed those first bloods. I catch all the first bloods. Heck yeah, go check me out on twitch.tv /coolblue. No.
Cross out my channel.
It's like, just start replacing the links. Oh man, wrecked. All right, moving away from all the nonsense. I did have another thing I wanted to go back to, and this is from the viewer perspective. So this is just your general take. You mentioned before that esports seems to be kind of have like a misconception in the general public, like outside of the world of esports people, or people who know what it is or enjoy it or are passionate about it. Just the general public at large, like somebody like, I don't know, the girl who sat across from me in school today, somebody who you wouldn't expect to know anything about esports, like maybe your teacher, that your teacher's teaching math. I don't know, maybe he doesn't know anything. But anyway, all that aside, taking it from that perspective, like of the general world at large, you did mention that the excitement factor is what really brought you into it, or really got you or gets you excited about Dota, and you want to be the person to bring that to people. So do you think that people in general too quickly write off esports as a thing, and they never even get a chance or give it a chance to like try to get excited about something big happening, try to feel the enjoyment, try to feel the same energy? Like is that something that you see affecting the whole world at large, and that's preventing things, or is it maybe not so much that and something else?
I think what it is people outside the demographic of PC gaming, and there's a lot of people who play these games, but it is realistically a small demographic age-wise, and when you are trying to get a bigger demographic, you're asking people to, in the simplest of terms, watch a video game, and to older people that is a complete turnoff from watching something. Why would I watch a video game when I can watch a real man tackle someone at the 50-yard line and rush them up? And like I think the problem, esports is big, don't get me wrong, but branching out to all demographics, it's tough. It lies with the stigma of being a video game, and I think it will happen that people start to look past the fact that it's a video game. It's more than that. These people are stars. They're bigger stars than athletes, some athletes. They go back to their country, and all of a sudden it's like, you're the guy. Like, I think people will give esports a chance. It just, that stigma will run out, and people overall will give it a chance, and it will become bigger than it is now. And to think about where it is now and how much it can get bigger and how much money will be in esports in 5 years, be crazy.
Okay. So that's a good take on it. I like that. I don't really have much to add outside of just like, as the generations grow, which is kind of what you touched on. As the generations grow older, the ones that enjoyed the games as a kid, then it'll become more of a mainstream thing. But that's a trend that we see in a lot of things. Like people people don't want to give that credit ever, but yeah, that's
Yeah, you see, like we'll be the parents of kids who will grow up with video games and
yeah, exactly.
loving Dota or something, or getting into esports earlier, and so then everybody is now introduced to video games.
That's right.
Or
We are the future.
Or VR Dota when that happens. I'd be down for that.
It's like, hey, remember we used to play Dota on Steam?
God, now I just actually blink. You know, I blink forward.
It was like, ha, blink. I remember it used to be a game thing. Now it's a real life thing.
Yeah,
I was gonna blink to work.
Jump forward. Yeah.
Remember Time Walk? Remember that was an ability? Oh man, glad they changed that Faceless Void to Face Void. No.
You're gonna rob me, really? Well, I have mischance. Well, I have a gun. Hey, I said I have mischance.
It was 17%. Guys, shoot me! Come on!
Butterfly.
Butterfly. I will flutter the shit out of here.
I'm out of here.
It's like, it's like wings flapping. It's like, okay. Anyway, shenanigans aside. Let's go back into the questions. You know, that'll actually be kind of cool though. Like we should make a parody video on that. Yeah. We'll talk about that later. I just have to edit that part out so nobody will steal my idea.
Trademarked.
Trademarked. All right. So yeah, the esports scene's growing. We already talked about that. I'm trying to think of what other questions to ask you. From your perspective as casting, like how's it? What's the word I'm looking for? Trying to look at the best way to phrase this without sounding like pretentious. How is casting from your side? Let's put it that way. Let me just ask it that way, and you can take it however you want. But how is casting from your side? Like, I kind of asked this question already, but I'm just gonna ask it in that context. I have another way I want to word
how
it.
How is my casting from my side, or how is casting in general as a whole from my side?
So the question I want to ask is the true question I want to ask is how has your casting been going? Like how has your casting style been received by the community? That's a question I want to ask, but I would feel bad given our earlier conversation about things. But
oh no, I you know, obviously there's been no posts on me or anything. I think the reception, there has been games where I've had 100. I've had upwards of 500 people watch a game because it's on a gambling website, so people are gonna watch.
Yeah, of course.
And those are games where which is such a horrible thing to say. Those are the games I'll try my hardest because I have more people watching. But it's like, that. During those games, I'll get one or two comments that'll be like, "Oh, this is going good." Like I've had comments say, or in Twitch chat, say, this is trash or whatever, and that's fine. I think I'm getting better. I think it's getting there. I feel like I'm answering kind of similar to the last time. I'm trying to figure out how to answer it.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I think the public reception has been pretty balanced. It's bad and good. So
okay. So it's been more or less balanced. All right, we'll just leave it at that because like I said, the real question I wanted to ask was just how are you doing so far? Like how's everything from your perspective? But I did kind of ask that question already. So yeah, we'll just move on. All right, Cool Blue's drunk. It's official.
Go home. Go home. You're drunk.
I am home. Damn. I need to go to my other home. I have 4 homes, by the way.
Well, I don't know if you can lend me a home.
No, you're a Mets fan. Oh, shots fired.
Hey.
I'm joking. I don't care about general sports. I like esports way better.
Well, let's go Mets. I'll remember you said that next time we talk. Next time I blow up your spot on Reddit.
As I see it now, he's typing the Reddit post. Oh gosh. All right. Moving on though. So aside from playing Dota, what else do you do for fun? So just anything in general, whether it's streaming other things, playing other games, maybe not playing games. I don't know. What is that you do for fun?
I stream a lot of Rainbow Six right now. I stream Dota. I've been playing a bunch of games. Let me bring up my list just so I have a better Terraria's great. Starbound's great. Been playing a bunch of that. Casual games where I can just kind of relax. Fallout 4, of course, I'm playing all the hits. Arma 3 is a huge game for me.
Oh, nice.
I used to play, or I still do play Maple Story a lot. Do a couple. That's where the rating comes in. But Mortal Kombat X, it's not really a raid. It's like a
Mm-hmm.
boss, like a bigger boss. It's just called raid, blah blah blah. But it's just a
Got it.
bigger boss.
Mm-hmm.
But Mortal Kombat X, like I love Mortal Kombat. I think they could have done Mortal Kombat X way better. I play Roller Coaster Tycoon, but I stream and play a bunch of games like
Mm-hmm.
Civilization, all that nonsense. But I'm well rounded. I think. I don't know. Those are
Okay.
games I play. I don't know
Well,
if that was a question you asked at this point. I've already forgotten.
no. So you're pretty much well balanced as far as doing things outside of playing Dota. So you play other games, and you thoroughly enjoy them as a fan as opposed to an analyst. I guess would be the right word.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Awesome.
and outside of games, I mean, I play some baseball, play some hockey.
Mm-hmm.
Try to keep it athletic at the same time that I'm still sitting here and playing Dota for 2,000 hours.
Yeah. I mean, like the picture of you that we have, you looks like you're burning 2,000 hours worth of running there. I mean, that's
That was a one-time thing.
that's a one time.
That was a one-time thing.
That was a one-time thing. Okay, fair enough. Well, I tried to help out with the situation, saying, yeah, definitely this guy's fit. Ladies, go
it's
hit him
every
up.
day.
Yeah, ladies, hit him up. It's
Don't hit me
Bkop.
up. My girlfriend would hate that. Please don't.
Oh, he has a girlfriend. That makes him more attractive to the ladies.
That makes me a better caster, eh? Right? Yeah, girlfriend. Go lock
What?
down. I don't know. There's correlation here. Come on.
Well, yeah, there's some correlation. I don't know. I haven't talked to Toffees in a while, but I know he was having a baby last time, or he was getting ready to have a baby last time I interviewed him. But that was like ages ago. I need to catch up with him. But I was gonna say that I think from his perspective, he was saying that he had to negotiate a lot, not in a negative way, but just negotiate. Okay, I'm gonna cast today. You just like leave me alone today, lady. Okay.
Take care of our child.
Take care of our child alone. I will be becoming famous on the internet. No. But okay. All right, and the other follow-up question I was going to have was, what other things do you do besides playing games in general? But you already answered that with the sports stuff. So, yeah, do you have any interesting talents you would like to tell the internet?
I don't know. I am.
Or interesting talents that you don't want to tell the internet? That's fine too.
I'm a amateur comedian. I'm an amateur everything apparently. I'm an amateur comedian. I cook.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies,
Ladies.
again, don't talk to me.
So why would you do that?
It's because it's great. It's like, oh, he said ladies. No, don't talk to me.
Wow, this guy breaking hearts. So many hearts are breaking right now. Like
Hearts
all
are broken.
all 3 hearts.
Yeah, he's a caster. Oh, don't talk to him. He's an amateur caster.
Hearts broken. Just hearts breaking all over the world.
Yeah, shattering all over the world. When you guys see me at TI-12,
TI-12. Well, TI-12. You're not gonna go for TI-14.
I tried to go for TI-6 really,
Oh,
but
gee.
that is I woke up.
You could totally do TI-6. Wait, no, TI-6 already happened, didn't it? Was TI
No,
real?
it didn't.
I don't know.
It was TI-5. It was TI-5.
I was about to say what? Because I could have sworn TI-6 just passed. All right, guys, Cool Blue's drunk.
Casters?
Or are we dancer? I don't know. My time is vital. It's just I forgot the words of that song. All right, anyway. But yeah, so you cook. You're an amateur comedian. Go ahead and give us one of your best lines that you would like to give out the internet, just like your
Jokes? Oh,
sure.
you say keep this PG-13.
PG-13 as PG-13 as you
I
can
don't
keep
have
it.
I don't have PG-13 jokes.
Okay, don't worry. We will go ahead.
I'm serious. Just
We
edit
will-
that out.
We will go ahead and post this in NSFW Reddit for Dota. How about that?
Put me on the spot here.
I'm joking. No, if you can't think of anything, that's fine. But you do cook, so go ahead and just tell us one of your favorite dishes to cook then.
I love making like a nice chicken parm, but I'm big into quesadillas, tacos. Actually making something a Mexican dish tomorrow.
Ooh.
My girlfriend's a chef, so I'm trying to catch up to her level, and that's not happening. I'm not good enough, and she is continuing to wipe the floor with her abilities to cook.
Correct.
But, that's where I really got into cooking. I used to, get into cooking. You cook with your mother, and you do a couple things to help.
Whoa! You're cooking with my mom? Whoa, sir.
It's actually the viewer's mom.
Oh!
All viewers' moms.
The burn. If
I
you
have-
guys watch this, I'm sorry. Do you need some aloe vera for that burn? All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. And we wonder why he has He has nobody watching his cast anymore. From this point on, nobody watching your
For the
commentaries.
viewers.
Nobody will watch your commentaries from this point on. You will have no viewers. Like, we're gonna ban you from JDL.
Oh, hey, fine. Well, when RD2L, fixes their joint casting website, I will join them instead.
Well, you know, fine. You know what? Hashtag Road to TI12 is officially canceled. We canceled
Hey,
TI12.
well, are you canceling TI12 or the hashtag?
We're canceling both things.
Oh, well,
You
now
haven't-
I've got nothing.
Yes, exactly. You have nothing. You have nothing but your cooking and your good looks and your jokes.
Oh, hey, that sounds like a lot more than I thought I had. Where did this come from?
Well, I mean, you had the running thing, so I figured you were fit. So I mean, you had to be exercised, right? Right?
Eventually.
Okay. Well,
I'm not out of shape by any means, but you know.
well, you have your cooking and your good wit, so you're
Yes.
basically Reddit.
Ladies, I sit at 145. Don't message me. Continue
It's
not
like-
to message me. You will have as many hints about who I am and what turn-ons I might have. Don't message me.
It's like, ladies, my number is 555-455. Don't call me.
Don't. My number is 8675309. I made it into a song. You shouldn't text it.
But it's okay, because ladies, I will not write you a love song. Instead, I'll Pikachu from the window. Get it? Because
That's all.
Pokemon, yeah, it's classic comedic gold. Am I
Yeah,
doing it?
I'm down for some Pokemon. If you want to trade me a Haunter, I got you on a Graveler, and we'll get Golem and some Gengar in this. I'm done. That was a hack joke. Sorry. I was trying so hard to make it into something funny
I know.
that it turned into something so bad.
And I feel bad because I did absolutely nothing to like help out.
I heard you get quiet. I heard the microphone get pushed forward. Like that was just like, yeah, you're sinking alone on this one.
But like, I feel so bad because as a host, I'm supposed to be there to like back up the bad jokes, but I couldn't. I couldn't. I do not want to catch them all. I just want to say that I can't. I just can't.
Well, the viewers' moms do. Oh,
Oh my god!
I brought it back full circle.
Oh, and with that, we're gonna go ahead and just cut it there. All right. So do you have any last shout-outs you would like to make to all the beautiful people out there? So just any shout-outs like.
Ladies, I will be casting. Follow me on Twitch for some great casts and streaming. And shout out to my in-game made teams. Oh dear God, please don't ban Death Prophet. First pick Death Prophet. Team Chocolatey Drink. We are 1-1 right now. And then Team Hemp. Team Hemp.
That sounds violent. Are you okay? Do you need
It
help?
is. I don't know if you've ever watched Neon Joe,
No, I have not.
but we are Team Hemp, and we have not played a game yet, but we will. Meanwhile, it's all the same members for all those teams. Once we lose one game, we make another team.
I see how it is. So basically, instead of having sub players, you just have sub teams, like just all 5 sub for a team.
Yes.
Is that what it is? Wow.
We're stand-ins all the time, never a pick.
Your stand-ins all the time, never perms. Wow. Wow.
Yeah, so, I've got a long name on whenever I play team games. It's, oh dear God, please don't ban Death Prophet. .bkop.yuhu, because I say I got sponsored by Yuhu. I didn't.
What? Dude, you totally got sponsored by Reebok on the
please say
Spartan
Reebok.
race. On the Spartan race, obviously. I just realized it said Spartan race. Holy crap. Nice, you competed in the Spartan race? Nice.
It was fun. Shout out to sponsors. Anybody want to sponsor my stream? I average about 5-6 viewers. You guys thought I was going to say 1,000.
All right, and as far as like personal shout outs, maybe somebody want to shout out like shout out to this person, shout out to the significant other, shout out to my parents, shout out to shout outs, I don't know, something like that.
Well, I can do significant other. Shout out to my girlfriend. No, you will not be able to know her name, but she will know that I have thrown a shout out her way.
Yes, and notice guys. As a commentator, as somebody who watches Street Fighter, I must also talk about the neutral game. And notice how Bkop's neutral game right now is so strong, because he didn't name a name, so therefore we do not know if she exists, nor do we know if she will change. So therefore, The
She
neutral
might
game.
make an appearance on a stream.
Oh, really?
No.
Oh. See, why would you? Why would you?
No, I actually. If we end up moving in together, I would love for her to do that. She doesn't know Dota. It's another one of those things where I just want her to cast Dota no knowledge or play Dota no knowledge.
GG no re.
And then of course make her webcam bigger than the game. And,
Well, stereotypes. Let's not get into those. We will have our conversation about that later. But yeah, but just in
Another
general
time.
now. Just in general, shout out to all the people. Shout out to all the sponsors. Shout out to the girlfriend, the significant other. Shout out to you, milady, fedora tip. And also shout out to all the heartbroken fans out there that are sad that Bkop has a girlfriend.
That was the wrong statement. It's shout out to the heartbroken fan.
What,
'Cause I
fanboys?
only have one fan.
Oh, see, don't do that. See, you know, I'm gonna go subscribe to your Twitch. Let me do that. Oh, am I the only subscriber?
Guys, remember, it's not about numbers. It's about numbers. It's always about numbers.
I was gonna say the people who say it's not about numbers don't have the numbers yet. That's what
Yeah, of course.
It's a true
Once
story.
I have like 3,000 like Llama, I'll be like, it's all about the numbers.
It's like screw all y'all people, all you no names. What, you have 2 subs? Ignore. No. Anyway, don't be that guy. But yes, best of luck in your future adventures. Do you have any last words that you would like to say to everybody out there? Just any last words before we kill the stream.
Catch me casting soon, maybe co-casting soon. Hints. Don't tell them with who. Soon. And gotta keep everything very big. And like, follow, share, subscribe, everything that a YouTube video would say at the end. Yeah.
Yep. And his links have been on the screen. If you guys haven't checked them out already on the screen, or on his links, feel free to go follow him on Twitter, check him on YouTube, Twitch, do whatever you need to do. Bkop, really awesome person to actually speak with, and also, you know, given from where our conversation started, things have gotten a lot more lighthearted, which is actually great. Because at first I was like, oh my gosh, Bkop's gonna be like super upset. He's gonna hate me right now.
I'm gonna turn into that person from that story you told me.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be the one hating you.
I'm gonna be that guy. But anyway, but yes. So yeah, Bkop, super fun person. Go check out his live streams. You said you cast the JDO actively now, and I'm pretty sure you're gonna be casting other things as we go along. Is that correct?
Hopefully, that's the plan.
Alright, so hopefully everything works out for you, and that's gonna be it for us here. So thank you guys very much for watching. Thank you everybody, not just the guys. Thank you guys and ladies for watching.
Ladies.
If you guys want to check out more stuff, feel free to go ahead and check out more stuff. We will try to do more interviews with more casters, and we have a few other things planned down the pipeline. Not gonna say no names, but we may or may not have another caster interviewed. Actually, we may. That's the absolute. We are gonna have an interview with somebody else. I just can't tell you who it is yet.
Can't name drop.
I don't know who it is yet. I legit don't know who it is yet.
Follow me on Twitter. I'll name drop it. I'm not gonna name drop it. Just follow me on Twitter.
Production value. Alright, so thank you guys very much for watching, and we will see you guys whenever.
Alright, see you guys later.